Oh my god, guys, am I excited to be making this video. This video is not like any other. There is so much breaking news, so much going on in the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit, and we are going to be going over it step by step. Now, before we jump right into that content, I want to let you guys know I'm not a legal advisor, nor am I a financial advisor, and I'm not giving you legal or financial advice. And guys, do support this channel by smashing that like button, subscribing to the channel, and obviously commenting your thoughts down below. Now, without any further ado, guys, we are starting the market a blood red market, but we hope it is going to recover. We did see a bit of a recovery, as you guys can see. I think it was yesterday, which is about 7 hours ago. We did see some recovery there, and it did do quite decent, but now we are back down. I do believe we will recover, but guys, now that this is done, let's jump right into the breaking news. This was something that I just thought I'd throw in because of how breaking it is. It actually is very important to everybody. This is what it says. The defendant's request for the SEC's internal trading policies is granted. The court finds that the information sought meets the low bar for relevance, including potentially with respect to the claims against the individual defendants. What does that mean? That means that we are going to see which SEC members / former SEC members bought and sold XRP, bought and sold Ethereum, Bitcoin, anything that they did in terms of investing and trading into the cryptocurrency, and I do believe the stock market is. Now, the actual thing that we really care about, because at the end of the day, they are allowed to invest, they are allowed to buy and sell whatever crypto stocks they want, but we are looking for something very specific, and that is, have they bought XRP in the time period that they were trying, or they are trying to deem it a security, or they are trying to deem some sales as security? If they bought it during that time and are now claiming that it's a security, well then, you're contradicting yourself, because you can't be buying XRP and claiming it's a security at the same time. Clearly, there would be a conflict of interest, and that is something that you're not really allowed to have. So, this is something very big. And at the same time, we did see that there were many SEC members that, ended up resigning or became former SEC members and ended up right away joining into something that deals with a cryptocurrency. For example, and one of the biggest examples, Jay Clayton. He was investing highly in Ethereum and dealing highly in Ethereum, and then he literally just sued, maybe 2 weeks before he resigned and left the office, sued XRP, and then he right away went back into working at an Ethereum firm. And that is at the time where Ethereum and XRP were starting to compete. So this just shows you how much a conflict of interest does affect the way people think and the impact it actually has on the market. So it is really good that we're going to be able to see all of this in front of the judge, and that way we can actually use it as possible defense. Once the Ripple court or the SEC versus Ripple case comes back and we actually get another discovery hearing that is speakable, then, they can mention it that, look, judge, look at Jay Clayton and look at what he ended up selling and buying. Look at this former SEC member that filed a lawsuit, or that was there at the time of filing a lawsuit claiming it was security, but is buying, but was also buying at the same time. How does that make sense? This is a conflict of interest. So it is very important. Now on to our second breaking news of the day, and this is one of my favorite breaking news. We have officially found out who is going to be brought in to testify, subpoenaed, whatever you want to call it, to come into court and swear under oath, answer all of Ripple's questions. And that is going to be William H. Hinman, the ex-SEC director of the Division of Corporation Finance. This is crazy. Now, some people thought, and especially I personally thought, that it was going to be the previous chairman, or the chairman at the time, which was Jay Clayton. But it turns out it was William H. Hinman. Now, he actually played a very important role that people might undermine in this XRP versus Ripple lawsuit, and it was a very strategic idea. Next on our list, guys, is another very important thing here, and that is, why is Hinman a very good candidate that the Ripple team picked? Now let's go over, this is actually a tweet made by James K. Fillon, and I definitely love how he goes into very good detail about all. Starting off, the first tweet, 1 out of 5. What a confident and contradictory motion to quash. First, Hinman gives a pass to Ethereum, in which is arguably the most impactful speech on digital currencies at the time, as well as in Hinman's career at the SEC. He also continues by saying, the SEC says Hinman held a position of critical importance to the SEC's operations. Third, the SEC then says Director Hinman has no unique first-hand knowledge of market participants' understanding as to the regulatory status of XRP offers and sales. I think it's really important to take a step back here and look at what they actually said. So, in one statement, they said that Hinman held a position of critical importance to the SEC's operation, but then in another statement, they mentioned that he has no first-hand knowledge of market participants' understanding as to the regulatory status of XRP offers and sales. Personally, to me, whenever I see a statement, two statements that contradict each other, it makes me feel as if they are scared because they're trying to work both sides. What I think they're trying to do is at the start tell the judge that, this is a government official that if Ripple gets a hold of is going to basically expose the whole SEC. And we can't let that happen, and you, judge, can't let that happen. So deny the whole Hinman to be, the guy that they question. And then they went on by saying another statement so that if the judge says, I'm still going to allow it, they went through and said another statement that said he also doesn't have any experience, right? So they tried to play both cards, and you can't really do that. And I do believe the judge is smarter than that to just, acknowledge that, I'm just going to side with the SEC just because. So I think this is a mistake, and I think the judge might be able to, if she wants to, catch that and say, he looks like he's the right guy because clearly the SEC is scared. The SEC shows its weakness, saying the court should quash the subpoena without prejudice until after Judge Torres' ruling on the SEC's motion to strike Ripple's fair notice defense. Finally, and Hinman finishes it and his credibility off with the declaration that, to the best of my knowledge, the commission had not taken at that time and still has not taken any position or expressed a view as to whether offers and sales of Ether constituted offers and sales of securities. I expect that Ripple and the individual defendants are going to absolutely shred this in their response to the SEC's motion. Keep in mind, guys, I am really excited because just reading all of this once again just rehypes me up. So they also end up saying that, delay it. If the judge are going to accept it and you're going to just accept and say, we have to give it to them, then delay it. Delay it until after the fair notice defense. They're trying to play a card to try and, again, make the judge get put in a biased position where, they're government officials and they're telling the judge, listen, if you do this, then we're going to get destroyed and it's all going to be your fault because we're going to lose. And I believe the judge is 10 times smarter than that. She has done so many large, and I mean very large scale, lawsuits between countries. And this probably happens in bigger forms, especially when you're negotiating between countries. And she clearly has done a very fair and good job. So I do believe all of this is not going to go the way they want it to go. I'm going to end it off probably like this with a very quick, I've seen this, it's a joke, I'm pretty sure, but it says, SEC Gary Gensler expressing his excitement about the commission now accepting digital currencies like XRP for all of their millions in annual levied fines in a Zoom announcement Thursday. And we got Gary Gensler right here. I don't know if you see that. Number one with the XRP on his hand. This is a joke, guys, but it was definitely something really cool, and it kind of made my day, so I thought, you know what, why not let it make yours as well. That being said, I hope you did enjoy this video. I do want to say thank you so much. We are almost at 6,000 subscribers, and we wouldn't be where we are today without every one of you XRP Army watchers. Thank you. We definitely appreciate it. Me and my partner, the Crypto Geek too, we definitely appreciate it, and we definitely think that you guys deserve a round of applause. So give yourself a pat on the back. That being said, guys, there is going to be a live stream in approximately 2 or 3 hours every Friday at 8:30 till 9:30/10. There is a live stream, so make sure you tune in. You do not want to miss out on that live stream. And if you are still watching, share this on Twitter, everywhere. Share this, let everybody know the breaking exciting news, because we are going to go fly to the sky. The XRP army is the strongest army out there, and I want to tell you guys, have a wonderful day and a great weekend.